Okay, there is a full set of championship fixtures this weekend. So I'm just going to quickly run through my predictions. I've also got a YouTube channel. So if you'd rather watch it there, you can. The link is in the bio. Anyway, kicking us off, Bristol City versus Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough, I think they've come out and said that they're going to back Carrick. They've lost their last four on the bounce, slipped down to 11th place. Bristol City going along nicely, 8th place, just outside the playoffs. Won 5 their last 6 at home. So we're going to go for a 2-1 home win to Bristol City. On to Burnley versus Sheffield Wednesday. I guess with Burnley, you think, are they going to let a goal in? Are they going to get one themselves? Always tempted to go for 0-0. But look, they're third place. They've only let in 9 goals this season, which is ridiculous. Did look, Sheffield Wednesday, not too bad on the road. But yeah, I'm going to go for a 1-0 home win for Burnley. Derby take on Millwall. I saw today Derby have signed Kemar Roof. Quite old now, I think. Well, he's over 30, very injury prone. So we'll see how he gets on there. Hopefully he can stay fit. But they're struggling 22nd. Millwall did have a good run under Alex Neil. Dropped off a little bit recently. But I think it'll be a very tight game. And I'll go for a 1-0 away win. Plymouth take on Cardiff. Big game down near the bottom of the table. Plymouth got a point away at Luton in the week. They do need to start picking up 3 points, and I think at home they're so much stronger than away. So, and they're good for goals. So yeah, I'm gonna go for a 3-1 home win. Sunderland take on Hull. Sunderland would have been disappointed to lose at Leeds in the last seconds on Monday night. Hull, they're just above the relegation zone, so struggling a bit. I can't see them getting anything at the Stadium of Light. So gone for a fairly straightforward 3-0 home win for Sunderland. Coventry take on Preston. Coventry are flying up that table. I always thought they were going to do it, and now they're 7th place. So they really need another win to get into the playoff places. Preston, don't associate them with a lot of goals, especially at home. I think they're a bit more entertaining on the road. But yeah, I can only see a Cov win, so I'm going to go for a 3-1 home win. Norwich take on Stoke. Norwich, they need a win really to get back in the hunt for the playoffs. They're sat in 12th place. Stoke down in 19th, struggling for goals. So I think it's going to be a good game for Norwich to get 3 points on the board and get back in that playoff hunt. So I'm going for a 2-0 home win. Portsmouth take on QPR. Portsmouth, they won the last 2 games. They're 7 points clear of the relegation zone. So done really well to get themselves away from it. QPR, they were in fantastic form. Dropped off a little bit. Lost 3 of their last 5. But I think Portsmouth at home, they'll really fancy their chances for a 3rd win in a row. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 home win. Swansea take on Blackburn. Swansea lost 4 of their last 5. They're down into 17th place, so struggling a bit. Blackburn lost their manager, but they've won their last 2 games, so it doesn't seem to have affected them. I think it'll be a tight game, but I do fancy Blackburn to nick it and cement their playoff place with a 1-0 win. West Brom take on Oxford. West Brom sat in 6th place with a cluster of teams wanting their last playoff spot. So they need a win really to keep them at bay. Oxford just starting to fall off now. Gary Rowett's initial new manager bounce has worn off. And with a tough run of fixtures, it's not looking good for Oxford at the moment. And also struggling for goals. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 home win. Local derby between Watford and Luton. Watford in 10th place, Luton bottom. But Watford, they have lost their last 5 at home, I think. So their home record has fallen off a cliff. But it is a tough ask for Luton. They're bottom of the league, struggling. So I'm not sure a derby game is exactly what they need this weekend. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 home win. And finally, Sheffield United take on Leeds. Another massive Monday night game for Leeds. Obviously, we played Sunderland last Monday. Yorkshire Derby this Monday. These two teams would be level on points if Sheffield United weren't docked 2 points. So it should be another cracking game. And I feel with home advantage, Sheffield United are just going to nick it. So I've gone for a 2-1 home win. And they're my predictions for this weekend. Let's see how I get on.